Deadly riots in Paris over gas taxes and anger at higher living costs. So far, 3 people have been killed, more than 100 injured, 400 people arrested. That's since the protest began about 3 weeks ago. Come on in, please. Parliament member, European Parliament member, Laurentiu Rebega, who is with us in New York this morning. Mr. Rebega, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to be here today with you.
Well, you know what I'm going to say? Europe's breaking up, and there's not much that you can do to stop it. Look, the Brits are leaving, Germany is leaderless, Italy is bankrupt, France is in revolt, Spain just elected 12 super right-wingers who want out of Europe. You're breaking up.
Yeah, we hope no, but we have to admit that right now the Europe is like someone who is in the reef. You know, he is waiting for some leaders, some visionaries to get in a new track. Unfortunately, right now Europe is a lack of real leaders. The leaders to have a vision what's happened after what we had till now.
But I mean, literally, you're quite right. I don't see a leader emerging who will pull Europe together. What I see is Europe moving apart.
We are still looking. We are still looking for some such of leaders.
You don't have much time.
Yeah, we still. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Macron was going to be that guy, but he's not.
Unfortunately, it is like this. You notice very well. So Macron was elected to be a new hope for Europe, but it seems that since he was elected, something wrong went with his administration. We see nowadays this protest, and we saw that the leadership, the mainstream leadership from Europe, is going far away from its own citizens, which is very bad right now.
Well, you're from Romania.
Yeah.
Are you a full member of the European Union? Or
yeah,
you're a full member?
We are just half member of the European Union because we are not still member of the Schengen area. Okay. But it's another difficulties that the European Union has. We had a process which is saying that when you are admitting to become a member of the European Union, you have to have some steps to fulfill some technical data. Unfortunately, till now, the European Union mainstream leadership didn't find exactly the way to put all the equals member states at the same table and after to start the process of implementation.
Is there any feeling in Romania that, you know, maybe we shouldn't be a half member of the European Union, maybe we ought to get out?
No, I think the Romanians are pro-Europeans and pro, let's say, someone who wants to belong to a very strong community of the European Union states.
A great deal of money flows to Romania, not out of it, but to it. So you've got a vested interest in staying.
We still have hopes, you know, we still have some hopes that everything is going to change after 2019 European elections.
That's a long way away.
Still 6 months ahead of us, so you never know how it's going to be.
This is true. What happens if the Brits, well, they're going to vote next week, I think it is, on leaving. They might just say, we don't like this deal. It could be a hard Brexit.
Well, yeah, it's very difficult to anticipate what is going to happen in the British Parliament. But it was very difficult for us to anticipate about Brexit. No one gave a chance to the Brexit. But again, it's about the people, the ordinary people who voted. So we have to care about the people, our people. We don't have to care so much about the politicians who didn't respect what they have promised into the campaign.
If I ask you this, 5 years from now, do you think that the European Union will be the same structure and membership as it is now?
We have only one chance. If the leadership it's assume that they have to change something and they have to become much more power in a sense of having only one project, not several projects, to don't have different countries, to respect the same countries like they are, not have difference between the countries.
Can I say this? If you don't have that leadership, it breaks up.
I'm afraid that right now European Union has only one chance to find that leadership. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. Yeah.
Okay. Laurentiu Rebega. I got that right? Rebega.
Rebega is the real name. Yeah.
Welcome to New York, and thanks for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
Many thanks indeed. Thank you.